Yeah, this is annoying me. This is annoying me, boys. Oh, okay. I got an anchor point right here. Okay. Okay. So, a lot is going on here, boys. A lot is going on. Okay. So, a lot of progress that came true. Now, you can see my short that I just uploaded. Was it today? I think it was every day. I said that I'm starting to see roots. Very healthy. And I am killing some clones right now. And I'm replacing it. Now I'm going to reclone for two reasons. I'm going to use some of this. Now, this bag is rock wool. I opened the bag so I can show you. I'm going to show you the clones in a minute, boys, so hold on. So this is like a little rock wool, okay? Is a sponge. Here, let me show you. So it's like rock wool. It's a better camera. And it's like 60 bucks. It's saying that they're telling you to use their product, their cloning gel. But I got some good stuff right here. And I'm also using Clonex. Whoops. So these Clonex. Jesus. Now, the reason that I'm killing and I'm using this is because before I'm using these stones right here, right? Now, you can look at my clones. This is just irrigated water. The pink light is probably fucking you guys up. Now, this is irrigated water, okay? This is my goal this year. That water is only for watering into this machine. This machine, I'm watering it that. It has Clonex and water into it. No nutrition. Clonex is like a cloning gel. It's not a chemical. Okay? Okay. Now, the reason I'm trying to go so fast, this is fast. Here, let me bring this out. It's not a bad idea. Let me look at what's on screen. Okay. The only reason I'm trying to go fast is because last year I almost lost my strain. I was using crappy cloning gel and everything. Now, these are the stones, okay? I still gotta put a... These are the stones, okay? Like I'm drawing it. I probably will cut that green stuff off, and why not? Why not? Reuse it. Now, these ones here are fucking green. And these, I just done it like yesterday or something. They're nice. And I put it upside down. And they fit right into the holder. Now, the reason that I did that is because these stones are creating roots right now. Right? Right. Now these clones are the ones that I did hold on, guys. New update on this fucking camera. Whatever. Okay, so this one here looks hard. I'm gonna probably kill this one. Yellow leaves. Like, why not? So I'm gonna kill this one because I killed 2 already. This is staying nice, beautiful green. And I'm going to replace it with these stones. Now, the reason is these are my first clones I can see. These are my second clones. I waited like a week before cloning again. So these ones are flowering really good. Not good. I mean, they're still under stage 1, not even. Now, we're getting into stage 2. So I want to try to clone them. So I gotta kill, because you don't need to see that no more. Now, those clones that I'm killing are the first sign of flowering, okay? It's the first sign. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm paranoid. I know I can clone this. So I clone a batch because I know some is going to turn yellow. You know what I mean? And in the beginning, I'm like, I should have waited and cloned till I got this. Because this is all natural stones with cloning shit, everything you need for cloning. It works better with cloning gel, it says on the back. I got some good stuff here. That's what I'm using. Different company. Fuck off. But the concept of using that is because it has nutrition to help it clone. The reason I'm trying to get these plants going is because this is 6 years generation. Now, hold up. We're going to go back to this blueprint all winter. Probably, because you guys don't fucking understand. Now, this is a blueprint. Okay? This is the seed right here. 1 year. 2 years. And then you go down. Now I'm getting into 6 years. I told you guys that I would have to save this clone for 2 years. You know what I mean? Because of the cycle. I keep changing that because I'm not into that room yet. But regardless, everything that I've seen and learned of this plant going into 6 years. This is the first step. Now, this cloning gel, Jesus Christ. This is good shit. Use it like you're supposed to. A little dip. And then I put some of this. Clonex. I got my harvesting bags. But I still have to put a door here. I got plexiglass on this so water comes this way. Do the math. I know some of you love giving nutrition to your plants, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I also got some of this stuff. I forgot. This is all natural soil. It's like, I gave it to my plants here. 3 days. Bang. The roots just exploded into it. But remember, guys, this, I know I've been fucking up the middle one. It is what it is. It's root bound, but a lot of light. I'm topping it. Now, the next step is to put these plants over here. Once I put the plants over here, I'm going to caulk it all the way around so the water comes this way. Put a door, and then this light will be hooked up on these. That's its home. That would be its home. With a door isolated, I'm running 2 timers here now. So this would be my one plug, would be my flower. So I can unplug it here and plug it here. That would run here. So I still got renos to do, but I have to move these plants over here and put a door swings out. This swings down. Oh shit. Where's the fucking switch? There we go. Whoops. So these plants go there, that light goes there, and then all the high power lights in the center. And then I will be hooking up my drying table. Once that's done, I will flower my 5 years. So this is my 5 years. I'm gonna flower them this year. Now, you have to understand, guys. Oh yeah, I want to show you this dirt. There's nutrition into it. Like, it's really... So that's what... This bag is just to put on top the soil, and it's for this space bucket. So I'm gonna use this a lot. This is the dirt that I'm using for a filler, but yeah. So as long as this plant goes into a circle, and from my research, that's why I bought the washing machine and the hash bags. So I'm actually seeing more and more per year. Now, I really don't know, because I don't have a scale, and I am planning on buying some. Shit changes. Gotta buy mirrors for the fucking four-wheeler. But whatever. So that means that the seed is going on 6 years, okay? And the plant is growing naturally. Naturally. Now do the math. How much nutrition would you spend in 6 years doing what I'm doing? I understand your concept, and I understand a lot of people studying into growing flower, not plant, right? But you have to understand, if you have a good baseline, then, see, I need 4 rooms. If I had 4 rooms, I could explain it to you guys better. Because logically, a grower needs 2 rooms, veg and flower. Now we're getting into genetics, alright? I think I found out how the the Jamaicas grow the weed, okay? These big tall, but to do it better, you have to do it at 1 year cycle, okay? Grow it indoors, then put it outdoors, clone, and do the rotation again. That way, the plant is getting more developed. And then I chase the plant. So Clone-X and all of that is going to make this go easier and faster. The faster I make root, the healthier plant I'm going to have. I'm not checking pH yet, guys. I'm not checking humidity yet. I still got to cover all of this. Everything that I did here with wood on the walls is so I have anchor points everywhere around the wall. Everywhere around the wall. So I can actually put the white shit. I got some underneath my drawing table, but I want to put 4 fans over there. Now, this year we had a bad windstorms and it killed a lot of plants. Now, I seen the production that if I bring my room up to, let's say 100, yeah, we're gonna get into that crazy shit. If I had a wind tunnel that was producing 100-mile winds, right? That's another step. Then I put the plant outside. The plant should be able to fight that. Remember, boys, this plant is 6 years old. So whatever I do to this plant during the winter time is going to help the plant or make it worse. Do you know what I mean? So I was looking at these scales, right? Chemistry scales, because it's 1.00.1. I'm getting paranoid. Now, I'm like, that's only telling me the weight of the plant. That's how much I'm growing, and that's how much I'm smoking. So my OCD is going to kick in. I'm like, okay, the way that I'm growing right now, how do I know if it's worthwhile? Like the plant is like 3 times my height or something like that. You know what I mean? So, making a raised bed, putting the plant in the ground up to my waist, I've been doing this for 6 years now. Going into 6 years. I'm like, fuck yeah, 6 years, boys. But, am I doing something right? You know what I mean? And logically, it's just me handing out weed to people, and they're like, yeah, man, you did a great job. And in Canada, is 100% legal to give somebody 4 plants. Now, looking at them and their techniques, it seems like, yes, they're doing good. So, we're only going on rumor amount here. So, I found this product on Amazon, okay? This product is so I can do a lab test at home, and I can test the THC and CBD, dry flower, and tinctures and edibles and all of that shit. Now, I didn't know that I needed an extension pack, so it's going to cost me around $600 and something for this small fucking device that is Bluetooth to your cell phone. Now, to do dry flower, you have to take this fucking scale. It comes with the kit. And then you weigh your weed. We're talking about like 7 points of marijuana. and you put it in this shaker like a pill bottle, and you add some alcohol to it, and you shake it, and then you take this special syringe with a filter at the end, and you suck that bitch up, and you put it on the tester, and you put it in this Bluetooth thing. But it costs $700. But the best thing about this, if I'm ready to buy this, I think I should have my gummy machine, my tincture machine, because I already have a tincture machine, the Evo Pro. That is all liquids like honey, maple syrup, ketchup. I can throw everything in there. Now, the thing is, if I'm going to make gummies, I'm literally doing it blindfolded. It'd be like fucking 4,000 milligrams. Because you don't know. Now, as a medicine, I have to be consistent. So, then I can use it for testing my marijuana to know, okay, am I doing something right? Is it getting stronger? Is the season good? You know what I mean? Or I can test the gummies at 5 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams. And then I would actually know what's going on. $700 for that fucking machine, plus the chemistry sale. That's nothing on Amazon. We're talking about like $60. Nice big fucking scale. Grams, fucking pounds. But see, the pounds would only work to come in, and then when I smoke, it would be grams. But this machine, I can actually set my gummies so when I take it, my body adapts. You know what I mean? Now, with this gummy machine, like Jesus Christ, the potheads are taking over the world. Now, on Amazon, I can buy this gummy machine, and then I can go to the grocery store and then make gummies with the sugar that I turn to THC, that I can actually throw it in there, right? Fucking A. And then I can spit so it's the right milligrams. And it keeps a paper trail in the app. But I'm really impressed about the Clone-X and the cloning gel. Like this stuff here. I got some cloning gel. I can show you what it looks like. So, it works really good. And I'm really impressed. So, the next phase. My goal is to keep plants in that dome, in that space bucket, in that dome, until I'm done cloning. I see enough roots because it's rooting fast, okay? So that means that I'm going to transplant in small flower pots and leave it in that space bucket. Take the dome out and then install cloning. I'm just adding no humidity because I'm taking the dome off. And I'm adding dirt with the same light. I'm going to turn off the heat light, but they're going to still have that light, the pink light. And that pink light, you can clone with it. So, functionality in this step, from going from micro cloning, because I'm cloning right now when the plant is flowering. You know what I mean? So, last year I almost lost my clones. It was woody, it was stocky, My clones are smaller this year because last year they were fucking branches, but the branches were like fucking long. They were long. They were like that long, and it was like a runt. So I'm like, oh, I cleaned that up, and then I cut it and then make it the right length. But it was like woody. This year it's totally different. That's the weather for you. But my theory, if this plant keeps going into a circle, the plant should get better and better. That's theory. But logically, I'm not gonna fucking know until I buy a scale and the THC and CBD tester is all in one. But you need the expansion pack to test actual flower. If I don't buy the tincture machine this year, it will be the following year, and it's gonna go really quick. It's gonna go really quick. That would be honey. AI is telling me I need to buy a separate machine to make honey, like honey oil, not honey infused, like honey oil. Because the machines that's online, there's other stuff in the streets you can buy, you know what I mean? But the machines that you can buy, you dump your mixture of alcohol and marijuana. The machine will vape it and then collect the alcohol so you can reuse it. So it's either I go chemistry style or I buy this other machine or something, but that would be for the oil. Now, what am I going to use? Well, right now, I don't know. The hash is already split with the shake, so logically, I might throw some weed in it, and then I can keep going into a cycle. See, Halifax, when I was making oil, I was using a mason jar and a spoon, okay? Now, this is my motto. I would fill the mason jar with alcohol, okay? Let's say this is my mason jar. I would fill it up, okay? And I would put my weed in it, right? But I would take my spoon and I would dip into it. But I would never get below half, okay? So when I would get half, I would add more alcohol and more weed. It got to a point that the weed would turn grayish. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I seen people pass out on this fucking, this oil that I would make. People would pass out. But it is personal. I would just dip in, and then I would cook it on here. Now, in the beginning, I realized that I wouldn't get a lot. I wouldn't get a lot. You do it 5 times, 6 times, or you keep the same mason jar for a year, believe fucking me, I would dip and then light, and then the spoon would be pretty much full. I was like, I found a secret. I'm like, I made a starter. So, okay. You put your weed, you dip it in the other mason jar, and then you add more alcohol, and then you put more weed until it turns gray. I shit you not. People say different things on YouTube, but if you want the best posting, you're making a fucking starter. I'm tripping out over oil that I don't make no more. See, I gotta be careful how I gotta look at what the outcome is, right? Because around here in Canada, people are so fucking stupid, they're making alcohol fires. So, is either I spend around $300 on a chemistry set to distill alcohol, and it's legal. I'm not stilling. There's two flasks. The marijuana is in one with the alcohol, and then when you heat it up, it vapes, goes up, and what's that word I'm looking for? Whatever. It comes back down in the other flask. Now, I'm working on that. I don't know about yet. Now, the reason that I keep going to a circle with my weed, because it gets better and stronger per year. Like AI says, it's not going to get the plant stronger. It's fucking stupid how AI says it. The plant is not going to get stronger, but it's going to get better. More crystals, more resin, more. So it's getting stronger, in my belief. Chasing the plant, having 70 branches, let's say, coming out of the ground, you're getting more roots, you're getting more power. So per year, this year's my record. So the following year should get better. Now, if you look at my clones, we're going to look at my clones again. So, I'm going to put the phone down for a minute. The myth, it doesn't really matter because it's my medicine. Like the doctor says, it is fun to grow. Let's have roots here, right? Now, the faster I make roots, less the plant is in shock, right? That's the way I look at it. These are the best ones here, right? But these are the ones that I clone first. First signs of flower, okay? Now, these are the second ones that I clone. Really close to flower. You know what I mean? These are all flowering. I still see some that didn't make roots, so they're changing color. So I'm going to take them out and replace them. So far, these are all my kills that I'm drawing the shit. Now, I replaced them, but now, because this year I skipped, you know, I skipped. And then I'm going to replace two. But I got to do it before the plant flowers too much. Once I'm done cloning, then I can start feeding it Power Bloom. I got to put a chain. And I think I'm going to put the chain right here, coming down on an angle. But regardless, once I'm done cloning, because the cycle is continuing right now, once I'm done, then I start feeding it Power Bloom. Now, Power Bloom is to make the plant, help the plant flower. See, that's the Power Bloom, and I still got a half a bucket. I don't use it because I'm trying to make the plant flower naturally, because I want to clone it and bring it in. Now, once I'm done that, I'm going to go heavy on the Power Bloom until I make the leaves curl. And then I'm done for the season. Well, actually, I gotta give some to these plants. Now, these plants, I will give them a shitload of power bloom, depending on what the phases are of these plants. Now, my timer's set to come on when I'm flowering. My timer's gonna come on at 12 and shut off at 12 at night. 12 in the afternoon, so I can come in here and work, and then it will shut off at 12 at night. So hopefully you guys will see some weed flower inside. It's going to get pretty interesting. I might be finished doing renos for the year. I might be happy with what I did. I took that shelf out, put a tiny one here. I got my shelf here that I have access to everything that I use in the run of a day, and then my workbench, and then my space buckets. But cloning from outside, power of the sun and everything, that's nature, and then bringing it back in, 6-time monster cropping. I'm excited, boys. I see you guys in the next one.